Hi everyone, this is Fidge the Hedgehog and welcome to this video. I'm here with my 12-inch modern Sonic from Tomy. And as you know, Tomy has been releasing a bunch of nice plush in their Sonic franchise. They have been releasing those 8-inch assortment plushies, which contain Sonic, the modern one, the Super Sonic, the yellow one, the classic one though, and I think a few others, Amy, and actually I forgot about the others. There was a Chow as well, but there were a few. And at the same time, actually, they released this 12-inch modern Sonic as well, and I was really enthusiastic about this guy. That is actually why I collected him. I didn't collect one of those 8 inches when I prefer the larger ones, and yeah, well, this was the 12-inch modern Sonic that was released by the time. And I'm back with another exciting video about another 12-inch Tomy plushie, which I'm very enthusiastic about. I've seen that guy by coincidence on eBay, and I left him by then, but I was actually really sure I would like to have this guy in my collection. So he just came, and now I'm going to show you actually which one I'm talking about. Now, I did pay something for this guy, but these plush are actually a good example from the plush that I actually really want in my collection. And I don't exactly get them in new condition. That is actually how it turns out. But there are some plush that I find and that I think are good bargains, and they are quite affordable. And there are some plush I really would love to collect, just like these ones. And I don't really know when this guy was actually released, but he might just be, yeah, quite recent. There you go. As you can see, it's a shadow. Hey, I want to see, does he fit his box like this? No. That is why the seller turned in the side like this. Now, when I saw this guy, I was like, oh my god, I need to have this guy. And I've been waiting a few days longer. And then the ones that I found were sold. But I knew they would come back, and here he is. So, I could get my own little shadow, my own Tomy shadow. It will go so well with my Sonic plushie. But I just love shadow plush, actually. And oh, I see the bag is open. Nice bag. I'll keep it. Oh man, he's so soft. Yes, I do collect shadow plush. And I can't help it. As soon as I see one that I like, I try to get it. But that actually barely happens these days because they're rather expensive or hard to get, and I just get the ones that I actually can afford. I don't really mind which ones. Sometimes I really choose one, like this one here. I have no idea why his hand is so, why he puts his thumbs up. But here you can actually see his teeth, which is very accurate. And this little chest fur here, which is a nice embroidered little piece. Here actually the arms are made out of the same felt, just like for Sonic here. I think it's too bad it didn't give him this same soft material as on his muzzle. But yeah, it is like that. So, and also his legs have this. Yeah, this is a nice Tomy shadow. I've been collecting a few Tomy plush. From Sonic. Apparently his shoes are attached. So I suggest I'll just take him out of his box and let's have a closer look at him. So it actually comes in the same box, just like the Sonic one, but I actually cut the box apart and I kept the pieces in my fan book because I really like the name actually on the box. It's a nice display box. And here you have a nice big of shadow, which is just so nice. That's it for the back of the box. As you can see, the back of the box is quite similar. Like this, I believe you can actually collect also supersonic, like this, the modern one this time, with the red eyes. There's also Dark Chow. There's Metal Sonic, which was apparently quite successful and still quite expensive. I believe you can still have this guy as well. And there's also a Classic Sonic, and I believe also a Tails. So Tomy has been releasing apparently their plush in different waves. I don't really know which one are from the first wave, but now apparently they are releasing plush in larger sizes. So yeah, of course, I don't really like to collect the small ones. I rather have the big ones. So that's what I actually have been waiting to get these larger ones. I'm gonna detach Shadow. Apparently he has attachments around his legs, his feet, and also his quills. So let's have a closer look at him. Now I'll show you Shadow in detail first, and then maybe I can make a small comparison between Sonic and Shadow. And I'm going to put Sonic aside. Let's have a look at Shadow. Well, compared to my Sonic, my Shadow actually has very straight legs. As you can see here, my Sonic has like O legs because he was set like this in the box. So yeah, maybe it just depends on the Shadow that you get, because I've been seeing Shadows with O legs as well. But mine are very straight and their legs are made out of a felt material. Also are the shoes, and they're actually missing the air jets. Too bad, but that's probably because they couldn't finish the detail here. That actually depends on how the plush turns out. Some brands use transfers, and like this you have more detail on a print, but it actually really depends on how the plush turns out to be. So also here the felt materials, arms, and all the markings on him. Also here the legs, nice markings. And here he has a fist. So his right hand is a fist. And the stitching is a bit obvious here, but as long as it holds on well. I don't really know. This hand is actually posed, yeah, up in the air. So it's not really quite sure what Shadow wanna show with this hand. It's not really sure what this position means. He can say like, bring it on, or he can give you a like, or he can just, yeah, hold Sonic like this, and he can make a Sonado pick. Actually, when you just like this, for example. So you actually have a few possibilities with this open hand. It's not quite sure if it's a fist or an open hand. Is he actually doing this, or it's quite weird that Shadow makes this like very positive gesture. It's like, yeah, mostly he has much more angry position. Like for example, his fists are quite familiar, quite regular as well. Here you also have this adorable, well, it's almost like a smile. So I don't really know. They have been making his little teeth this time, and apparently with a nice embroidered edge. And I don't really know if he actually has an angry face, or is he rather supposed to smile. I really like his chest fur, but like this, well, they have been designing, this chest fur was always designed the same way, in an embroidered piece of material on his really soft chest and belly. When I have a look at his face, well, I don't really know if his face looks better than the previous plush they made, because I don't really have the previous plush. What I can say about him is that I think his face is quite symmetric. I'm gonna say it's quite regular. Its sculpt is well made, and then the nose is actually a bit shorter than the Sonic plush. Look at my Sonic here. Look how long his nose is. It turns out well, but still, it's quite long compared with Shadow's nose. But it may be because Shadow looks a bit down like this. I don't know. I think it looks nice. Sonic's nose sometimes points aside, and that actually, yeah, changes the look in his eyes, which is less typical for the character. So that actually depends on the plush you have. To be honest, I don't really mind the length of the nose, but it's just a little detail that's different on these plush. The ears are also quite similar. Apparently his ears are, yeah, they stand up straight. There's not quite much of a difference between Sonic and Shadow. But I really like the shape of the ears. That actually turn out really well on this plush. The red marking here has a round finishing, which is really nice. And also here, the edge of the eyes, his eyeliners are very well detailed and well finished. This is actually what his eyes look like. So they actually, all those details are quite similar to the Sonic plush. Just gonna give you this little Sonic here, just to give you a little view on his muzzle. I think actually Shadow's muzzle looks the best when I make a comparison between them. Maybe because of the length of the nose. I think Shadow's muzzle looks more like true to the character. It's a sweetie. Now let's have a look at his back. His quills are, yeah, really true to the character. Also, the red finishing, the red lining on his quills. I have plush of his character with, yeah, linings that are well finished, but not exactly true to the character. While here, actually, it's nice. It's well made. Of course, the superior one here is quite broad. The other ones are a bit, yeah, a bit less broad like this. But it's really, really well made. The quills have a good length and are quite regular. And they have a nice shape. And they are, well, except from this little one here, they are stuffed up to the edge. So it is well made. Also the back quills here. And he has like his tail here. Also the tail has a nice shape. Just gonna show you all this on Sonic. So where's my Sonic? As far as I know, those plush are the same size, so they go pretty well together. Sonic's tail is actually quite similar to Shadow's tail. My Sonic's tail points a bit downwards, apparently. Well, here the tail is more like horizontal. And then the back wheels here. Actually, there's not quite much of a difference. Don't mind this little blue string that is Sonic's collar, his necklace, actually. So, of course, for Sonic they use blue material. It's hard to say if Shadow's quills are longer. I don't think so, actually, but mine, the quills of my plushie are pretty firmly stuffed. So that actually depends on the plush you have. And I know sometimes it's hard to feel each and every detail on the plush because of the attachments, it's hard to reach the plush, it's hard to touch them. But also, yeah, the attachments are sometimes hard to reach with scissors, so it's something you should, yeah, take care of, especially if you give this plush to a child and the child wants to take it out of the box. Maybe you should ask an adult to cut over the attachments just to make sure and cut into the plush. Look here, the problem you have afterwards is remove the attachments from the plush. So yeah, there might be small little needles all over the plush here. Apparently I didn't remove everything. But you know what, actually the very first thing that I noticed about this Shadow plush is that the black material is actually rather a dark gray material. just gonna show you another shadow plush of the same brand. Here he is. This is my shadow from Sonic Boom, also one that I really cherish. I love this guy. So of course, he has like a pretty long nose compared with his muzzle. But just to show you the material, he is like really dark black. And his quills actually don't look so good on this one, but this is an 8-inch plush. While on this shadow, I know he's kind of shiny, but you will actually, I guess you'll just experience this once you hold this plush. That is that he has kind of a dark gray material over him, which is also quite accurate. It's not so bad, but it's just something that I noticed, and it's something I never saw with my other shadows. So I think actually the black one, the really dark black one, looks the best, because he's really black, and it fits shadow just in his way to be. Here the chest fur is a bit different. Compared with this guy here, he has like an entire embroidered little piece. And here, actually, it's a different material, but still, the shape is still quite the same. Also the colors of the muzzle. But what's really obvious is this dark gray material on shadow compared with the very dark black of the right one. And this kind of things are hard to see on a picture when you actually see the plush online. So that is why I tell you, just in case you mind. Maybe I can give you another example. I am surrounded by all my Sonic plush here. So maybe I can just show you my Kelly Toy shadow, which is also black. And as you can see, you have like the same effect here. He's a bit larger. He's actually a nice example of one of the affordable plush that I could get. As you can see, this is what a dark gray shadow looks like compared with this large black one. I think the black color is not bad. I think it's too bad to make it in gray, but it's still quite accurate. It's not that it really disturbs me or bothers me, I'm gonna say. But yeah, there is a difference in shades actually. This is like rather gray, almost black, and this is like black. Solid black, I'm gonna call it. So, this is actually how the plush looks into my hand, so it can be a nice figure to do a little plush episode with it. I would suggest get the Sonic as well, and maybe, yeah, they just turn out nice as toys or sleepy plush. This is what it actually looks like together with my Sonic. I'm not quite sure if I will collect the Super Sonic, because those plush costs me something, and I really wanted to collect Shadow, but I really make a selection in the ones that I want, because it's just, yeah, hard to get them all. I don't feel like getting them all, but I really wanted to have Shadow, so like I say, I have a weakness for Shadow. But yeah, I don't really know how many shadows I have now. I believe 8 or 10 shadows. A bunch of them actually. So Sonic has like his little finger. So this plush in this nice Tomy material turns out to be a really nice collectible. Maybe it's also a nice investment for later, when Tomy lose their license. I think it's an awesome collectible. It is amazing. Actually, there's like no black edge here on the ears, like for this one here, for example. Sonic doesn't have it either. I would suggest just pick the plush carefully that you want from Tomy, and depending on how easily you can find them. I'm really happy with the ones that I have, because I couldn't collect them all, so I really cherish the one that I have. I've been choosing and unboxing them carefully, and now they're all loved. So I definitely recommend these guys. I recommend them all. You will never be fooled in the material and in the bad quality. It's always good quality, but sometimes you have to pay a price for it, of course. So go get this guy. If you like him, if you're a Shadow fan, go get him. Because he's nice. He's nice. Yes. You know you're not. He was like, yeah, I am. He's really cute. So yeah. Glad he came. Good boy. He's really sweet. So he can actually do well as a little companion. A sleepy plush, a gift, a collectible. He's the perfect size. And definitely a must. Yeah, definitely something you must get. Real, definitely a pickup for the people who love shadows. So. Maybe one last thing that I can actually show you on this plush is a stush tag. I don't really know if I actually did show this, so I'm gonna try doing this correctly. It says Tomy, Sonic the Hedgehog. So it just has like, yeah, it doesn't have a Sonic Boom logo, neither old logo is this yellow one. Here it says Tomy, Sega, and then we have some others, yeah, shocking hazard and washing instructions. And that's all, I think. So there you go. Now I think this is gonna be it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.